Welcome back to Daytime Tri-Cities. We are live here at Bristol Motor Speedway today for the CareerQuest Culinary Challenge. And right now, I am joined by Chef Carla Grimaldi and Food City Executive Chef Tony Mammarella. Good to see you both again. You all have been involved in this, and this is a question for both of you. Why do you continue to be involved in this? Ladies first.
I love it. I enjoy it.
Yes.
I think it's great that they have these programs in the high school.
Right.
When I was growing up in New York City, believe it or not, we had nothing like this.
Right.
And every year, I think we're giving them more challenges, different challenges. It's just interesting to see, given the same ingredients, what the different groups can come up with.
Right, and they've got a very interesting, and I'm going to get your take on this. Why are you still involved in it?
It's just a great opportunity for us to follow through with the future.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with any business, you want to make sure that you invest in the future and you look forward to what's going on, and ultimately that's what we're doing, is we're investing in the future, is we're leading the next generation of what we did, and hopefully where we're going with what we're trying to accomplish in restaurants and food service and culinary.
Yeah. Has anything surprised you watching these young people cook over the last three years that they've been doing this? Has anything caught you off guard or pleasantly surprised you about what you've watched these young people accomplish in the kitchen?
I think teamwork.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of innovation, and a lot of that gets led by their instructors, which is what's supposed to happen.
Right.
But the teamwork is something that I think that they build on their own, because, you know, you can force a group of people together, but you can't make them like each other.
Right.
And this really has shown that, you know, you can really get a group of people that work really well together. And, you know, that's a great advancement for when they're trying to continue their lives and, you know, move further in the industry. You know, the ability to work with anybody is a great tool.
And the skill and creativity that you've seen, has that been a pleasant surprise for you as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Expound on that. I mean, because there's, you know, when I was that age, you know, I may be able to scramble some eggs, or boil some water, make some mac and cheese, and that's probably still my skill set. But there's a lot of creativity that and a lot of skill that these young people are bringing to the table.
It's interesting to see ingredients that they've never seen,
and
what they can overcome the fear of it. Like today, one of our ingredients is purple potatoes.
Right.
A lot of people have never seen a purple potato.
Right.
I've had more questions about purple potatoes in the last 3 weeks.
Do they make interesting purple mashed potatoes?
Yes.
Yes.
Is there a different flavor profile for that? Same potato taste, same potato taste. Okay. But that is just the thing. I mean, they get this list of ingredients, and they've got to turn on their creativity. They've got to turn on, like you say, the teamwork. There's so much that goes into this. They just don't. There's been some practice going on before coming.
Absolutely.
There has been, and a lot of the students design what they want to do. It's not like an instructor says, this is how you have to do it. The kids will say, hey, this is what we're trying to work with, and this is really what we want to do and present, and then they just build on it from there.
Right. Of all the ingredients that you have on the list this year, which one do you think is going to give the students the biggest problem?
I think the phyllo dough.
Really? Okay.
I think Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts, yeah. Because I don't think a lot of folks, Brussels sprouts had to really get to the point where I could eat Brussels sprouts, and I think a lot of, especially teenagers, are not to that point yet.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Food City, especially, Tony. Why does Food City feel like they need to be on board with this competition?
Like I said earlier, you know, it's really about investing in the future. Right. Every chef here and, you know, every business around needs to continue to invest in the future. And if you can start at the ground level with these students and show them opportunities that we have, and you know, it's not just a restaurant. You know, we work in other aspects of life. We have a chef from restaurants and a chef from hospital and independents and corporate, and just shows them all sorts of different avenues, and it really just helps them understand better that, you know, not everything has to be a line cook somewhere. There's other things you can travel to, and it's just great to give back.
Talk to me, if you were making this dish today, and I'm going to put you all on the spot right here. If you were putting together this meal, what would you do with the ingredients that you have for the list? And I want to remind everybody, it's pork tenderloin, phyllo dough, Brussels sprouts, ricotta cheese, and I'm missing and purple potatoes.
Purple potatoes.
What would you do with that?
Oh gosh. Off the top of my head, I really don't know.
Have you thought about what you would do with it?
A little bit. I mean, there's always differences and things like that, but I'd take the Brussels sprouts for an appetizer, and I'd shave them really thin.
Okay.
And I'd make some form of coleslaw with it.
Okay.
And then serve it with you know, either a fried shrimp or a fried oyster, something that kind of complemented that. The pork, one of the things we've asked them to do is a knife scale. It's scallopini. And that's a technique where you actually cut the pork a specific way and pound it really thin. And, you know, so I'd like to see something like that, but using it, but then topping it with the, you know, hot honey, sauteed Brussels sprouts or something along those lines.
All right. Well, in just a few seconds, we're going to be heading down to the kitchens where Amy is going to be live down there. But I want to thank Chef Carla Grimaldi and Tony Mammarella for being here today. We appreciate both of you and the judging that you're going to be doing today.
Thank you for having us.
Folks, it is the culinary challenge going on here with CareerQuest TN. Amy's down in the kitchen live.
That's right, Chris. We have made our way into the kitchen here with Levy Restaurants, and so excited. You can see the competition is now underway. We have students here from Sullivan East High School. They are preparing their meal for the judges. We're going to talk to some of those judges coming up here right after the break.